Joe Biden has been in the hot seat for his refusal to answer the question whether he'll pack the court by adding Supreme Court justices if he's elected. Now, should he just put this matter to bed and answer, or does he have every right not to play his hand, whatever it may be? What do you think, Joy?
Well, let me show you this tape of Mitch McConnell before we get to that. Show this tape.
So I was shocked that former President Obama left so many vacancies and didn't try to fill those positions.
I'll tell you why. I was in charge of the of what we did the last 2 years of the Obama administration.
I will give you full credit for that.
Oh, so they think it's funny that, yeah, okay. What do you say?
So Moscow Mitch,
Joy?
Basically, Moscow Mitch admits that he stacked the court, that he blocked Obama from getting any judges in for 2 years. He stopped the Merrick Garland nomination. Now he's pushing this Comey woman through, or Barrett rather, and so. If the Democrats feel that they want to put more justices in, they should do it. But I don't believe, because it's not just about being vindictive. It's about justice. It's about, they're totally justified in doing it because they need more people to get the balance going. But I don't think that Joe Biden should show his hand now. Absolutely not. The base will be disappointed if he says he's not going to do it, and the rest of the country gets upset when he says he's going to do it on their side. So why should play a dead hand, Joe? Play a dead hand.
Yeah. What do you think, Sarah?
Well, if we're talking strictly political strategy, which is not my strength, I would say don't answer it and play the games you're going to play. But as a concerned voter, I disagree with packing the Supreme Court. I actually firmly think it's a dangerous precedent. I think that by adding justices to the 9-person court right now will be a game that cuts two ways. When the party changes and the power changes, they can keep adding and stacking more justices. RBG herself actually said she never agreed with that. By politicizing the court, she said it starts a dangerous trend. And why, we talk all the time about the Republicans politicizing this court. The solution is not to then politicize the court and add more justices. So I would love an answer, but he's said he doesn't support it in the past, so I'm holding firmly that he doesn't going forward. But I think he has an easy answer. Just say he doesn't agree with it, but he's open to a good argument. There are other ways to answer it than looking like you're not answering it.
Right. Well, you may be right. I mean, I just think it's interesting because talking about politicizing the court, Clarence Thomas and Justice Alito decided they weren't going to hear a trial because they felt the court had been cavalier in the treatment of religion. In the Obergefell case, mine's bad. He wrote, the court has created a problem that only it can fix. And what I've been hearing is people keep saying, well, the Supreme Court is not there to fix the issues, but it is, because we would never have gotten the right to vote had it not come through the Supreme Court. We would have never gotten the right to have our kids go to school with white kids if it hadn't come through the Supreme Court. So yes, we do. We have to go through the Supreme Court. And when you politicize that court, you take it out of being a court that is looking at the good of the country, that starts to look at the good of the party. And that is the problem. We are now about the party as far as we can see, because, I just feel one should complain to somebody about a judge who tells you, when we come back, we're going to talk about getting rid of this. That is not what I want to hear as an American citizen. I want to know that you're listening to what people are telling you and fighting and saying this is why you can't do this. I don't understand why that's not happening. But what do you think, Anna?
I think elections matter. I think elections matter. I think elections matter. So all of those folks that didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, that voted for Jill Stein, that couldn't bring themselves, and today this is what the effects of that is. Look, I'm not in favor of increasing the number because I'm an institutionalist, but it's not like it's not been done before. Let's go back in history. The Constitution does not lay out how many judges there needs to be in the Supreme Court. It is up to Congress. So I don't understand why Joe Biden just doesn't say, this is not up to me, it's up to Congress. The numbers of judges on the Supreme Court have changed 7 times throughout history. Congress determines how many judges of the Supreme Court, how many judges in the Circuit Court, how many judges in the Courts of Appeal. This is not a unilateral decision by an emperor like Donald Trump does it with everything. It's not up to the president, it's up to Congress. And to me, that's the very easy answer. It's up to Congress, not to me.
Yeah.
And if it's a hypothetical, if they send me a bill increasing it, I'll take a look at it then. But for now, it's a hypothetical, which has happened in history 7 times before. And let's move on and focus on the Republican hypocrisy. This is a distraction.